Hey peeps, we are back. We are talking The Real Housewives of Dubai, Season 1, Episode 6. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. So at the top of the show, we see Brooks and her son Adam going furniture shopping with Ion. Now, honey, listen, I have never seen anybody in my life go furniture shopping dressed the way Ion was dressed. I mean, looking at her, I could have sworn that I have seen Joan Crawford wear something like this in one of her old movies. She had the gloves up to the elbows. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot going on. But I mean, that's Ion. You know what? These two are so comical together. It is so crazy how their friendship works. What Brooke said is absolutely true. 1 minute they are so close, they are laughing, they are giggling, they are having a great time, they are supportive of each other. The next minute the shade is flying, and it's not fun shade either. And 2 minutes later, they're back to being friends again. These two are hilarious, but you know, there's a lot of people like Ion. They go to the swimming pool, they go to the beach, but they are not getting in the water. And you already know, peeps, if it's a swimming pool, I will get in. I will swim. I will have a great time. If it is the beach, to the knee. I walk in to the knee and get the heck on out. And as you can see, so far this year, we've had over 25 shark attacks. I don't play around. You get in to the knee and then come on out. Then we end up going to the hotel with Stansberry and Sergio and Stansberry's family. This hotel was gorgeous. It turns out that she's an ambassador for this hotel. And of course, that's a job that I could do. You know what I mean? I don't want to toot my own horn, but I could be an ambassador for a good hotel like this. Now, please, Motel 6 people, do not call me. I don't want to be the ambassador of your place, but a nice place like this, oh, absolutely. I'm fine with staying a few nights and taking a few videos and posting them and everything. Listen, this is something I can do. You know, something that I think is a little weird is she keeps on saying, I can't believe we're really getting married. Oh my gosh, it's a countdown to us getting married. You people are already married. This is just a ceremony.
You like to have like a tiki night?
No.
Don't look at me like that, honey.
Absolutely not. Our parents are in the house, Sergio.
Baby, that doesn't work like that. I cannot beg for tiki every night.
Sergio's 27. He needs a lot of sex. He wakes up with
Tiki.
on his mind. He goes to sleep with
Tiki.
on his mind. He goes to lunch with
Tiki.
on his mind.
The one thing that really threw me off, and it really turned me off, was Sergio begging for the sex, but calling it tiki. Can you please tell me what kind of grown man of 27, okay, with a 46-year-old wife is begging for the sex, calling it tiki? You would never get the sex from me by calling it tiki. That's too much, and it's extremely immature. And it's weird for me because she acts as if sex is not that important to her, and with him being 27, sex is so important. But listen, to this day, sex is important to me. And you know what? Listen, as much as he wants, I'm down for it. As long as he doesn't call it tiki. That's, ooh. Then Nina has a high tea. And Honeywood, boy, I did not like Stansberry's outfit. I thought that Lisa and Nina's outfit was beautiful. And Ion, it was a lot of feathers. Now, do I like Ion's dress a lot better than Meredith? Everything she wore on season 2 of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City that had feathers? Absolutely. But no, ma'am. That's a lot for high tea, but that is Ion.
I felt attacked by you. Maybe that's how I felt. But maybe I had drunk too much. So maybe I misread into all of it.
I don't feel like I attacked you, and I feel like that's the wrong word to use.
Yeah, I felt it was aggressive.
Well, I felt like what you said was trashy.
I hope she's gonna suck your d. I don't remember that.
I mean, I'm a married woman. How dare you?
Okay, if I said it, it would have been sarcastic.
Well, of course it was sarcastic. I'm not gonna ask you if you want to suck my husband's.
You know what? I think that I still don't like Stansberry. I really don't. There is no way that you are going to say that Elisa attacked you. She absolutely did not attack you. She was not aggressive with you. She was firm with you. She was not going to put up with your BS. It was very disrespectful for you to ask your husband if Lisa was going to suck his dick. That was disgusting. And Lisa was very clear with Stansberry when she told her, I would never say that to a married woman. And Stansberry coming back trying to say that that was a little joke, that was her British humor, and, you know, she hadn't eaten that day. Girl, stop it. Stop it. We are not going to blame this on sense of humor or not eating that day. You are just a disgusting person. You meant what you said. You wanted to embarrass the hell out of your husband, and you did. And you wanted to insult Lisa, and you did. But then when she approached you about it, all of a sudden you're the victim because you were being attacked. Get the hell out of here, girl. Now, at the end of this high tea, they both did apologize. However, I'm pretty sure that this is all going to be brought up again at least 5 times before the end of this season. And I did think it was hilarious when Nina's hat blew off her head and broke the glass on the table. And she said, it's okay. A broken glass means 7 years of good sex. And Ayan said, not in that hat. Ayan is a full-on.
Every morning I wake up.
You fake water.
I fake water the out of it. Good morning, my love. I know you don't feel the water, but my psychologist told me to water you because it's gonna bring me happiness. Glow, glow. I am a very kind, caring, loving human being. 10% not so much.
It's never too late to become someone like me. I was not born like this.
What? What is wrong with you, Sarah? You're just on another level. I think you remind me more of like Jesus.
It's called kindness.
But the preaching has to stop, honey. It is too much. So much kindness that I felt she was trying to make me feel like I need to be kind.
As if she's implying that you are not kind?
Yeah, I don't know why. I felt like she was being very Jesus.
But if she's being Jesus, then she loves everybody. You mean she's being judgmental?
I felt that a little bit.
Okay,
yeah.
so not Jesus.
I think she's a new philanthropist.
When she said that she fake watered her plants, I thought that she was, pretending to put water on the plants, not actually putting water on these plastic plants. I don't think she understood. Not only that, why couldn't you just buy a real plant? It doesn't have to be a ginormous plant. Just buy a real plant. Put a little water on it every day. I don't understand it. I'm not sure I understand that therapist situation where the therapist told her to water these plants. There's got to be more to it. I agree with her and Lisa. It did come off as Sarah trying to judge her, and it did seem as if Sarah was insinuating that Ayan is not a good person. I truly do believe Ayan is a good person. I think that she attacks when she feels that she's being attacked, and I do think she needs more therapy to deal with her issues regarding her past abuse and neglect from her father. And I think that Sarah meant well. I really do. I like Sarah. I think she meant well, but it just comes off as sort of condescending, sort of judgy, sort of preachy. But I don't think at any point she meant to sound that way. I think she really thought she was helping. But you can't tell somebody that they could be like you. Who exactly are you, ma'am? I mean, we did find out when she was introduced at her global conference that she's a doctor of some sort. I don't think I realized that Sarah was a doctor. Did she tell us that earlier, peeps, and I just didn't pick it up? Get down in the comments and let me know. Anyway, I adore Sarah. I really do. I just think that she didn't realize how that sounded. There was some back and forth on Twitter regarding this situation, and I'll get to that at the end of the video. But what really took me out was Ayan's face the whole time her and Sarah was talking. She said, huh? And then when she said she's acting like Jesus, and Lisa had to explain to her that it wasn't Jesus, it was judgmental. And she said, she's a philanthropist. I don't know what's going on there, but I love Ayan and Lisa's friendship. They are just magic together on the screen. And Lisa is there to help Ayan with her English. And she does it so sweetly. She doesn't do it in a negative, condescending way at all. They could have a spinoff, just the two of them, and I would love it. They could have Ion and Lisa take on America. I would love that. Like a road trip show. So then they get to Caroline's pool party, and this pool party is beautiful. She has it decorated beautifully, and she's so excited to introduce her two best friends from Boston. They flew in from Boston just to spend some time with her, Brian and Adam.
Are you guys related?
Yeah, we're brothers.
Okay.
People think you guys are husbands.
Yeah, it's weird.
Brian and Adam have always been nervous to come to Dubai because of what they've heard in regards to the rules of being gay.
There are plenty of gay people here. Maybe it's not like New York. They go around holding hands and kissing
You're
everyone.
like a big bird in the cage.
What does that mean?
Let me see what big bird is. Seriously, this yellow thing? To be honest, I'm black. I will look great in yellow.
I'm really glad that they mentioned that, because I had heard some horror stories about being gay or lesbian or, in Dubai. And so that makes me feel a lot better that it's not as bad as I thought it was. But I did hear Stansberry say that it's not, like in New York, people are not walking hand in hand, hugging and kissing and everything in public. So at least we found that part out. But I'm happy to know that things have loosened up there a little bit. I also felt bad for Nina finding out that her father has COVID and is in the hospital. She says it's times like this that she wished she lived closer, and I can understand that. If I lived halfway across the world and one of my siblings or my parents was in the hospital, I would be devastated by it and sick that I couldn't be there right then. So I definitely understand and felt for her. She did say that her dad is doing a lot better when she was on Watch What Happens Live. However, she said that he's a long hauler, so it's going to be a while before he's 100% back. So when Ion's friend showed up, I thought that one friend, Nero, I think is his name, or I should have wrote it down, but I thought that he was super hot. Hey, you know what I mean? But Brooks was obvious. She said, who are they? They are so hot. Are you going to introduce me to your friends? I mean, she was doing a lot. Calm down. And listen, I might be telling my age, but anyway, Brooke's outfit at the pool reminded me so much of Mrs. Roper from Three's Company. Remember Mrs. Roper used to walk around in those kind of dusters? That's what I call them, dusters. She used to wear those in every single episode, and that's what Brooks reminded me of. Honey, listen, I had already said it. She would look great in yellow. She is not going to dress up like one of those characters. She didn't even know who Big Bird was. I said, girl, you are missing out. That is an essential part of childhood. Sesame Street, I'm just saying. You know what? A little quick Sesame Street story. So when I was a kid, I loved me some Sesame Street, right? So when I had my son, I said, there's no way that this kid is growing up in this world without a little Sesame Street. So I bought the first season of Sesame Street on DVD. So I put the first disc in and turned Sesame Street on, and I've got the baby sitting next to me. And within the first 20 minutes, I said, oh, hell no. My baby can't watch Sesame Street. Not this season. We've got to go up a few seasons. This is ridiculous. The first season of Sesame Street, the kids were out by themselves, running on train tracks, over in construction sites, doing whatever the hell they wanted to, talking to strangers. The cast was smoking cigarettes. I said, oh no, not my baby. And another kid's cartoon that I did not like my son to watch? It was a cartoon called Caillou. That little boy was bad as hell. I said, oh no, Caillou acts the hell up every episode. And then his parents nicely and sweetly try to correct him. And then you go on to the next episode, he doing something else. I said, oh no, not my boy. We not watching this. Okay, so we stuck with Clifford the Big Red Dog, Dragon Tales, the Country Bears, stuff like that. Anyway, how did we get here? I don't even know. I'm never on Stansberry's side, but I am on Stansberry's side right here. Brooks referring to boarding school as a sleepaway camp. Ma'am, sleepaway camp is usually an hour away. Sleepaway camp is usually 1-2 weeks, sometimes even a weekend. Sleepaway camp does not last for years, except for holidays and birthdays when you visit. Yeah, no, ma'am. I'm not here for it. I mean, those parents who want to send their kids to boarding school and the kids are okay with it, I'm fine with it. You know what? Actually, I'm fine with it anyway. It's not my business. That's your child. I'm just saying it's not for my baby. And that is the reason that Stansberry does not show affection. She has mentioned that multiple times. It's due to the fact that she didn't get all that touchy-feely love that she was supposed to get because she went over to boarding school at the age of 6 and didn't come home until she was 18. And that's why her and her mom have such an awkward relationship. Speaking of awkward relationships, later in the episode, you see Stansberry go out to dinner with her father and her 15-year-old daughter. And did anybody notice that outfit, that top her 15-year-old was wearing? I mean, everything but her nipples was out. And I said, you sitting next to your pawpaw like that? Oh, no, ma'am. You can't disrespect my pawpaw. And not only that, don't disrespect me as your mama. Put on a full shirt. I'm just saying. That's just my opinion. I'm sorry. I cannot tell another parent how to parent, but ma'am, not my 15-year-old. As a matter of fact, I don't want my 20-year-old sitting next to my daddy dressed like that. Show some respect for my daddy. Put on a shirt. Another thing about Brooks wanting to send her son off to boarding school is she said she hadn't even talked to him about it. I wasn't here for that. I really wasn't. The thing about it is she's already said multiple times that she's concerned about her son being bullied at school. Well, if he's all the way in Switzerland being bullied, it's a little harder to protect him in Switzerland. You have to get on a plane to fly out there to confront the people and the parents, because I confront, I'm just saying. Now, when Ion is talking to Nina about the dinner and how Nina didn't have her back, I really wasn't here for that because she's already had this discussion. You remember when they went out and Ion said she was dressed like Rihanna and Nina was dressed like mashed potatoes with no butter? On Watch What Happens Live, Nina said that Ion is a broke Rihanna. I said, you tried it, girl. But anyway, we have seen Ion stand up for herself. Nina has already talked to you about this and apologized to you. Leave her the hell alone. Seriously, stop bringing this up over and over again. You are a grown woman. Take care of your own business. You do not need backup. I get tired when you watch the different housewife franchises, when the housewives who throw the most shade, the housewives who is always in somebody's face or arguing with somebody, when they are the ones that come back and say, you didn't back me up, you didn't have my back, you didn't this and that. Why do you need backup? You seem to always be on go. You always ready. But you need me to back you up? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. See Caroline's friends come over to her house to visit. They're going to have dinner with her son Adam, and Sarah.
Adam, honey, do you want me to slice you some chicken?
Sure.
Okay. Sarah, can you take the chicken over to Adam and slice him some and then bring it back to me? Sarah, can you assist Adam upstairs?
All right.
But you should be tucking him in bed, babe.
I want to get your opinion on something.
Boarding school is for people who have no time for their kids. I have a lot of friends who went to boarding school. 70% of them are emotionally closed. You need to be closer with him.
With my child?
The way you speak to him.
I'm tough in certain instances. I don't care.
Caroline's a little cold-hearted.
I'm not cold-hearted. It's just not me.
Sarah, I'm on your side. Yeah.
Ryan, shut the up. Honestly, you're getting on my nerves at this point. You're being stupid.
No need to fight.
No, because he actually thinks he's being funny.
I'm not
and
being
doesn't
funny.
Stop, because I'm going to curse you out in front of everybody and embarrass you. Shut up.
No need to speak to each
Shut
other
up.
like that.
Honestly,
Stop, guys. Stop.
Don't talk about me and my kids. You're not cute and it's not funny.
What did I say?
Don't be cute. She's not affectionate.
Did
Did
I
you go
say
through
you
it?
weren't affectionate?
Shut up. Don't come into my house and talk about my parenting.
So I'm totally on Sarah's side for this one. Brooks asked her opinion. Sarah also offered permission to talk to her and give her advice. Later online, Sarah did say that when she said they need to be closer, she meant location-wise. When you watch the show, it doesn't sound as if she meant location-wise, so I don't know how I believe that or not. But Can I just start off by saying I don't like to critique people's parenting. I really don't. Every parent has to do what fits best for them. But I am not comfortable with Brooke's relationship with her son. I'm really not. First of all, I don't like the way she treats her staff at her house. Second of all, if you ask your baby, would you like some chicken? Would you like mommy to cut it up for you? And then you tell your staff, can you cut this chicken up for him and hand it to him and then give me the chicken back? You just offered to cut your child's chicken. You can't do that. Then to send your housekeeper, which this housekeeper is doing a whole lot. Because to me, I thought a housekeeper just came, kept your house tidy and went on home. But she's cooking the dinner, serving the dinner, putting your son to bed. She's doing a lot. So I hope she's getting 3 checks because she's doing 3 different people's job. She's the nanny, she's the cook, she's the server, actually, and the housekeeper. She's doing 4 people's positions. You know, that's a lot. Yeah, I didn't appreciate that at all. And another thing that I didn't appreciate is the way she spoke to Brian. You cannot be my friend and talk to me this way. You cannot disrespect me this way. You are pissed off because Brian agreed with Sarah. I thought that was tacky behavior on Brooke's part. If you ask someone their opinion and they give it to you, you need to accept it or not. But it's a way to disagree. And it's not to jump down these people's throat and talk to them like they're not crap and then try to turn it around and act as if they're disrespecting you and your house. No, you're disrespecting them in your house. I mean, that behavior was just unnecessary and extremely problematic. You wouldn't talk to a stranger the way you talk to them. And that is disgusting and on national TV. You know, Sarah looked extremely uncomfortable. She kept saying, we don't have to talk like this. You don't have to do this. You know, it was just wrong. And I was absolutely surprised that Brooke's friends and Sarah didn't just get up and leave because I would have gotten up and left. But what really shocked me is her friends were at Watch What Happens Live. Now, I don't know if they showed up there because they just wanted to be on TV or if they just really forgave her for that behavior. But me, no ma'am. No ma'am. Once you treat me like this, we are done. I flew all the way to Boston to come see you, and I can't give you my opinion as your best friend without you jumping down my throat and tearing me apart and calling me out of my name. Girl, bye. So they had a poll on Watch What Happens Live. The poll was, whose side are you on, Carolyn Brooks or Sarah? And 80% of the people were on Sarah's side, and Caroline's face was twisted, okay? She did not appreciate that, but that is just the truth. You were dead ass wrong. You don't ask people for their opinion and then be upset when they don't give you what you want. Real true friends are going to give you facts. They are not about to gas you up. I mean, there are times where we'll gas each other up as friends, but not when it's something like this. Cut it out. I'll gas you up about this cute outfit you're wearing, but that's about it. I'm giving you the truth all the time because I want you to give me the truth all the time. Sarah did post online, personally, I don't believe in boarding school, and I believe it builds distance location-wise. That's why I said you should be closer with him. I wasn't judging Brooke's way of raising her child at that time. I never spent time with both of them to even know anything. Sarah, nobody is blaming you, honey. We are not. And on Watch What Happens Live, it was a prime opportunity for her to apologize to her friends on national TV and apologize to Sarah, but she didn't. She sort of doubled down on it. It was pretty bad, in my opinion. So on Twitter, someone wrote a comment that said, y'all love Sarah, but I'm telling y'all, the one who swears they love spiritual, healing energy, chill vibes, be the ones that's hating the most. She laughed at Lisa and Ion on Sergio's post, but never appreciates either girl. I want to like Sarah, but she's about to flop. Sarah wasn't feeling that. So Sarah replied, I didn't laugh at anyone. I just appreciate people who are real and remain real behind my back. It's called integrity. And I did appreciate both girls. Ion knows I'm always there for her and supported her whenever she needed me, anytime she asked. Now, the original post where the girl was saying that Sarah was about to flop, Ion responded to that post and said, well said. So Sarah came back and she said, plus you're saying I should stop the preaching, but you're the one who calls me all the time and texts me asking me for advice about life and work. So I'm not preaching, Ayan. I was supplying your demand. I was always there for you and gave you nothing but love. What did I get in return? Sarah also replied to Ayan's well said comment, and she says, Ayan, it's funny you're saying that. I was always there for you and stood by your side on your healing journey. You called me and texted me many times thanking me for being there for you. That's why I don't understand, where did I go wrong with you to deserve you backstabbing me? I guess Sarah wasn't finished because she went on to talk to Lisa. She says, Lisa, but I noticed that she's not adding anybody in these tweets. She says, Lisa, I never gave you any advice ever and never will. I save my energy. I don't waste it. But since you think I'm a walking Instagram post, here's another post. And then she posts a meme that says, fake people are like pennies, two-faced and worthless. Honey, that was terrible. Whew. Sarah is upset, honey. Dr. Sarah is not here for the best. Lisa replies and she says, I don't get paid to be in Twitter wars, but I do get paid to be at the reunion. See you all there. Ayan replies, period, MFN dot. Losers be tweeting all day. Oh my gosh. These girls are fighting. I'm just saying, this is one reunion that I am ready for, but I'm not ready for 3 parts. I am not ready for 3 parts. Keep it down to 2. 1 if you can. Anyway, you guys, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.